Guess what we're going to try today? My Nemesis, the Baron, better known as Baron von Nemesis. It's our Barossa Shiraz. It was produced firstly because when we were out visiting through distribution and trade, especially in the overseas market, everyone went, "Oh, do you have a Barossa Shiraz?" I'd say, "No, we don't. We're in McLarenville. We make Marguerite Shiraz. We make McLarenville Shiraz. We don't have Barossa Shiraz." Anyhow, like it says on the back label, if you can't beat them, join them. We started producing Baron Shiraz back in 1998. And what I found was a lot of those Shiraz back in those days was heavy extraction, lots of new oak, and it was just too much. You know, wine needs to be drinkable, gluggable, drinkable, friendly, food friendly, and it needs to be defined of fruit. So when we started out, I wanted to make something that represented more about the vineyard. A big thing for me with Baron von Nemesis, obviously, it's playing on that Germanic sort of lineage and heritage. You would know, you've been to the Barossa a couple times. You can't change something that's masculine and big and hay into something feminine, but what I want to do is give it some little bit more feminine lines to it, a little bit more fruit definition, less about oak. So if you smell it, put it in your nose, grab a glass, you're going to get all that sort of briary, sort of Christmas pudding spice. It's more black fruits. With Shiraz, you're going to get chocolate. This is more of that dark chocolate or cocoa character. When you taste it, again, it's shooting more of that lively, rich red plums, sort of stewed cherries, some Christmas pudding spice. It is very quintessential Barossa in the glass, but there's an elegance. There's not a load of oak on it. It's just a little bit to help raise the fruit and show that line and length. So for us, we pick it a little bit earlier. It's in that crunchy style. When we look at where this fruit comes from, we use two different vineyards. The Eden Valley is actually a subregion of the Barossa. It's higher elevation. It's more akin or similar to the Adelaide Hills. One of the vineyards we use is literally only 7 kilometers away from our Adelaide Hills vineyard. And it shows more of that red fruit, sort of blue fruit characteristics, adds a little bit more tighter structure to it. The other vineyard comes from Maranenga, which is down on the valley floor, and that's your very traditional warm pocket where you get that big Christmas pudding spice and stewed plums and stewed black cherries. And it is really rich and intense. So the harmony between those two vineyards is what you see in that glass. And it's really trying to get that sense of place to be expressed rather than a bunch of winemaking artifact.